Okay, we've got Linux in front of us. In this case, we've got Fedora, but we could just as well be using CentOS or Red Hat. And first thing we're going to do actually is turn off the firewall, just like that. And then we're going to actually save the empty firewall rules set to our configuration file, which is here, iptables, under etc sysconfig directory. So that's done. We've actually used this command, iptables-save, to save an empty firewall rule set right there. So now we can start up iptables again, and it'll take from the config an empty directory, empty configuration. And this iptables -l, that'll list the firewall, and then we'll do nv, v being verbose, and you can see that our firewall is on, but it's empty. What we're interested in today is right here, the chain, the input chain for traffic that's coming into our machine. So if we wanted to create a rule, say for port 80 for web traffic inbound to us, if we had a web server and we wanted someone to access it, we could do this. If there was someone specific, we could say this IP address, and then -p for protocol, TCP, and then a specific port, destination port being 80 in this case, web traffic, and then we decide if we want to accept it or deny it. In this case, we obviously want to allow it. So we've created that rule. We could also create a second rule. Maybe we were interested in ICMP, and we can just do this. So now we've got two rules, and if we look again, there you see our two rules. Top rule is our web rule, second rule is ICMP. Now maybe we want to drop all traffic after that. It's very important that we do have a drop rule. And so we can put that at the end in the third spot. So it should go after the first two rules. And it's as simple as doing that. This would drop everything. And now we have a drop rule at the bottom. So if we look at our rules, as we already know, traffic will go to the first rule first. And if it's from this source, it'll match as long as it's on port 80 and allow it. Otherwise, everyone can do ICMP to this machine. And then our third rule is to drop everything else.